I'm coming to you today with a special treat, bringing you some zombies gameplay, and who knows where this gameplay is gonna take us, but I forgot to upload today, or not today, yesterday, and well, I gotta make it up. So I'm coming at y'all with a zombies gameplay on Ascension from Chronicles. Being chilling. I attempted to get my webcam up and going, but as y'all know, Netanyahu and Mossad are conspiring against me, and they have disabled my webcam, or at least made it very hard to activate my webcam. Actually, no, it may have been Three-Eye Atlas, those aliens on that quote-unquote asteroid. May have been them, not gonna lie, hampering my ability to use my webcam. But nonetheless, we will prevail, if it is God's chosen people or if it is aliens. Which, side note, if aliens are real, right? Say, like, I don't know, Three-Eye Atlas is like real aliens. Which, if y'all have not seen or heard anything about that, I recommend y'all look that up. It is very cool. But anyway, me personally, there's two things I'm doing if aliens are real, if they decide to come contact us. Number one, if aliens are real, I'm fucking an alien. For the betterment of humanity itself. Listen, hear me out now. If the Jews control the media, right? And they're just, everything is against us. What would be realer than fucking an alien and posting it live for everyone to see? That's something they can't control, is me fucking an alien. Me sticking my penis into an alien is an unalienable right, unironically. I mean, like, yeah. Speaking of the Jews hampering my ability, my OBS even almost didn't start. I could not get it to show my screen for the life of me. Maybe I gotta call Nick Fuentes or something for him to have this resolved. Maybe I gotta call Netanyahu. I think the homie is unironically a Mossad agent. I'll like hit him up. He's like very secretive about shit. Doesn't want me to know anything, right? So like, you know what? What if he's one of them, you know what I mean? What if he is just one of them? Anyway, don't know what really to do this episode except sort of play some Ascension, which, you know, it's gonna go hard as hell because it's Ascension, but back to the topic at hand. Yeah, man, I think, Jews control everything. Not everything, but, like, at least Hollywood in the media, you know what I'm saying? It'd be very odd if they didn't, that's all I'm saying. But, like, yeah. I personally think that every time we give money to Israel, we're just being like, yes, tighten the leash, daddy. Which is like, you know, cool and all, but it's like, it gets to a point where why is every president we have kissing the wall? You know what I'm saying? Why is every president we have, like, bending over backwards, spreading it, being like, what do you need today, daddy? For Netanyahu. Kind of just odd, if you ask me, not gonna lie. Where is the box at? But anyways, yeah. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do the Jews control things? Yes or no? Love to hear my viewers' opinions on the state of the world and who owns and controls it. But, yeah, man, 110 expulsions. All I'm saying, bro. Say... Oh, shit, I died. Anyway, like I was saying. Say, you know, Say I lived at someone's house, right? Or... I used to live in Texas, I used to live in Houston, so say, I don't know, say every time I went to have a house or have an apartment, I got kicked out. Surely, right, to a degree, it's not my fault. Surely, if I have 110, what's the word again? If I have 110 kickouts, if I have 110 evictions, surely, right, surely it's not the landlord's problem, to a degree, right? I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. Man, if only I wasn't bad at video games. I could actually have a whole coherent fucking rant in just one game. Shit would go so hard. But anyway, on the topic of, you know, God's chosen people, I think Kanye was low-key right. Which is funny, because people call Kanye crazy. They ain't never called him a liar. Back in like 2020 something, I don't really remember. He was on Alex Jones' show, and he was like, oh, the Jews control everything, this, that, and the third. People called him crazy. But look where we are now. of the state of the great noticing, if you would. I just find that to be funny. Also, what I find to be funny is Israel's not relenting on any peace. And Hamas also will not lay down their arms, but you know. All I can imagine whenever I hear about like the Palestine and shit is the fucking SpongeBob clip, the one for all for one. Fucking, no, this land was promised to me 3,000 years ago. No, this land was promised to me 3,000 years ago. That's all I can hear. Which honestly, they can't control the rest of the world, might as well control America. Damn near the next best thing. But I mean, like, yeah, who knows? Maybe the Jews don't control anything. And everyone's just crazy. Even though, like, a lot of companies have majority Jewish investors and stockholders and owners and CEOs. But, you know, I'm sure it's nothing. You know, I'm sure it's just I'm sure it's a coincidence. Because why, right? Why would one ethnic group own everything, right? That just wouldn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Holy shit! But back to that Three-Eye Atlas thing. Aliens are real, dog. I'm calling out of work. I'm telling my managers to go fuck themselves. Aliens are real, right? And that means there is infinitely times more better things I could be doing than wasting my time working. Wasting my time, oh shit. Wasting my time working, slaving away, and more time that can be used to explore intergalactic space, chat. Not even intergalactic space, just like space itself. The fact that if I had the ability to go colonize, like imagine if aliens set up breeding visas. Oh my god, I would be exported to a planet of Amazonian women. And I will become their king. Quite simple. Honestly. Man, if only I was not bad at video games. Man, all this is reminding me about all those other fucking times. Oh, it might be aliens. Aliens might be real. This is like an actual on-God case of aliens might be real. Like, I'm sorry. It's able to just crash through other asteroids and shit. No problem. It developed a greenish hue just out of nowhere, even though correct me if I'm wrong in comments, by the way, but the elements it's burning cannot give off a greenish hue, meaning they're doing it as doing something to make it green, to make the force field, to just crash through celestial bodies and then not have any damage to it. Not only that, it's a comet without a trail. Why does it not have a trail? If it's supposedly an ice comet, shouldn't have that shit burned up by now, like entirely? Especially if it's gonna be flying like way close to the sun. I don't know, I just find it funny that the government shutdown's also like happening. So NASA's like fucking gone right now. Like no one in the government can log into their computers, their government logins don't work. Cause everything's shut down, right? But like bro, like it's gonna break eventually, you know what I'm saying? Like China or like UK or someone around somewhere is gonna get some real damning evidence because everyone's being fucking silent about it right now. But it's like eventually it's gonna break, right? And eventually I'm gonna be able to put some dick to some alien cheeks. Only one could hope, right? Only one could hope. Also, what's up with Netanyahu fucking killing me on these early rounds, bro? I'm just trying to make some content. Tell you what, the damn Jews are doing everything. They're getting me killed on low rounds. They're taking away my zombie skill. You know, they really do run the world. Look at that. They even gave me an insta-kill at the end of a round. Also, well, I mean, all jokes aside. Maybe ooh, okay. Almost got me there too. Like, who knows? All jokes aside, maybe they do, maybe they don't. Pretty sure they don't, but I mean, still. Presidents are still kissing the wall and worshiping them. Cannot speak. My bad. But I mean, like, still. Both sides are horrible. That's why we just need to leave the planet. Maybe the aliens will take us with them and be like, you know what, y'all kind of chill. Or they'll just visit us and be like, huh, how are our experiments doing? How are our fucking tadpoles in this little glass doing? This would be fucked up. But I mean, hey, they're like millions of times more advanced than us, so it would really make sense. But who knows? Maybe the Jews are controlling the aliens too. Maybe there's like intergalactic space Jews, and they're all just like one hive mind. They just control everything simultaneously, in and out of our galaxy. Hold on, I'm coming up with some genius ass shit here. All jokes though, all jokes. don't even know how long I've been recording for. Let's see what other topics do I have for today. Let's see. I can't really think of anything else. But I mean, yeah, one thing at a time, I guess. Well, like, hey, I don't know. The red pill zombies are getting to me. Okay, so like, say, right, in a hypothetical world, where one ethnic group, like, did control everything, right? How would that, like, proportionately / disproportionately, my bad, affect everything? To where, like, how do I explain it? Say I lived in a house, right? Everyone in that house who was important, owner, people that paid the bills, everything in that house, were all, I don't know, one thing. They were all, how do I make this sound? Not fucked up. They were all, hold on, bear with me now, chat, I'm trying to think. Imagine they were all, I don't know, Pokemon fans, and I was the only Digimon enjoyer in the house. They would rule things out to make it to where it's a Pokemon household, to where it's in the Pokemon enjoyer's best interest. But say there was a Pokemon enjoyer living in like a Yu-Gi-Oh enjoyer's house, right? They'd have essentially the need to be like, I want to make this Yu-Gi-Oh house cool, but I also want to do things that would benefit my Pokemon house. You pick it up, you smelling what I'm shitting, chat? It's called dual loyalty. Like, you picking up what I'm shitting, chat? Who knows, maybe fucking Netanyahu might send snipers to assassinate my ass as I'm recording this video. Maybe they really do control the world and they're gonna fucking strike my ass with lightning from their weather control machines. Which, I mean, who really knows, right? I do believe we have some kind of weather control, but I don't feel like it's enough to be catastrophic everywhere. I feel like there's obviously some things our government hides from us purely because, like, they don't want other people to know. I don't feel like it's anything insane, like fucking we have a Stargate. But I do 100% believe there's some technology that our government's hiding from us. Which is cool and all, because every government needs to have secrets, but I mean, Speaking of the government having secrets, the government murdered JFK and MLK. Cannot convince me otherwise, by any means. Purely because, in my opinion, JFK was like the last president to actually be for America. He was the only one that didn't sell out to anyone or anything else. Which is chill and all. My favorite quote from JFK is, there's a plot to enslave every man, woman, and child in this country. Now I'm going to expose it. And what have you know, they blew his shit smooth off approximately 7 days later. Which is cool and all, but it's like, damn. Do you really gotta be that upfront about it? Like, same thing with MLK. They like blackmailed MLK and shit. There's wondrous Wendigoon videos I encourage y'all to watch about it. Government like blackmailed MLK and shit. Fucking MLK's wife took the government to court and won that they killed her husband. Which it's fucking insane to me that the government can just whatever the fuck they want. Which I'm sure they had good reason to kill MLK and JFK, but like still. A homie at work told me they killed JFK because he was too fond of playing in the snow. If you know what I mean. Which I mean maybe. Whoa! Could have been curtains there. Hold on. They're trying to conspire against me and kill me, just like all my heroes, just like all the real G's of the world. They want to silence me. RPK. Curse devices. I hate my box luck. Oops. 74 you. But I mean, yeah. It's crazy to me that if you're a good enough person that can want to change the world bad enough, you'll just get fucking killed for it. It's pretty wild, the fact that you can just have solid beliefs, you can stand up for what you believe is right, for what is inherently right, and the government of your country will just straight up fucking make it to where you never existed, even if you're the so-called leader of the free world, which is real fucked up to me. It goes to show even the president isn't above the natural order, I guess, so to speak. Even you can't, as the leader of the free world itself, you can't even interfere with what you govern over has to do. But who knows? Maybe there was, a plot to enslave every man, woman, and child, such as JFK said? What if there is... Oh shit. What if there is something, you know? Well, I guess that's gonna call it. I died. I gave it like 3 or 4 rounds. So, thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. And, I guess I shall see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.